was a bit slow, let's be honest. Let's all be honest with each other. It was a bit slow at first. I think it was our fault, or maybe you guys before you set the precedent before we came on or something like that.
What was one of your favorite questions?
What was the best question?
Yeah, but not the best. But what was one of your favorites?
Oh, there's a couple. You know what? This man gave a beautiful answer to a question that I don't even know what the question was anymore. I just love it. I actually...
You're used to that by now, right?
Pretty much. Yeah, he'll answer questions that don't exist.
He really does. The thing is, he usually doesn't answer the question. He goes off on a tangent about something else completely, and I'm trying to figure out when to interrupt him to go on to...
It's best just to let him finish.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like a dog in heat.
Interrupt is just encouraging.
It's best just to let him finish. Don't worry, it wasn't a demon. Hey, Mark. I'm sure you've told all of them, but
Mark has a job.
How was it knowing that you got a series regular contract next season? Yeah, you know what? We've spent hours doing that. What? One more. I don't care who you are, that's funny. That is rich.
You guys just got your money's worth.
That's it. All right, I think we're done. That was it. We came out to do just that. See you later. No, that's, I'm not opening any of those. No, see, I learned my lesson yesterday.
Jensen, I got your present.
No, you didn't. It's the other way around, genius. He's an angel, he doesn't understand all the tricks and gimmicks.
Show us, Daniela. This is her idea.
This is your idea. This whole thing is your idea.
Don't
You're responsible.
It's your idea.
Any complaints, right here.
No. You keep it. You have, for the next 30 minutes, it's here. You have to stand up here. Yes.
This is, what is this?
Sport time.
It's, just in case you guys are wondering, it's sport time. You wanna, see now it's just, you know, we used to sit up here and talk about the show and the mythology and the,
Wasn't that boring?
It wasn't.
Now,
apparently now we're just dancing tricks and, well,
that dancing trick.
that's dancing trick is pretty good, I gotta be honest. I think the rabbit needs a voice, Misha.
Okay, go for it.
I think this would be so much better if the This is much better.
Hang on. Be patient. Come on, guys. We can't do everything at once. I have to do things really here, I think.
This is better. This obviously was spelled out. Yes, I understand. No.
Yes!
Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to introduce a friend of mine. He comes from a bit far away from where I grew up. Anyway, I'll let him introduce himself. You're gonna have to speak a little clearer. Business missing the mark. Why on God's green earth are you opening up and we just take some questions like normal people? What's that? Yeah, this is way better. This isn't going to work at all. In fact, it reminds me, this reminds me of a story about Misha. I'm going to tell you a little story about what happened recently.
One of my favorite stories to not tell.
Yeah. So, hey Misha, while I'm telling the story, will you go ahead and make up one of your prized flying machines? Yeah, absolutely. So there we are, shooting the show called Supernatural. What do we call that? The war room?
Yeah, but you should give the preamble of like what had happened that day.
Yeah. I'm going to go on record as saying this was probably Misha's most difficult day on the set of Supernatural in his tenure there. Jared and myself.
We're horrible fucking human beings. But kind of accurate.
But yeah, it was so much on the pranking end, and by pranking I use that term loosely. It's more of just messing with him on a constant basis. Anyway, it got to the point. It got to the point
where people drove over from the studio to watch on the monitors while they made me lose my shit. And everybody was like, Misha, I'm really sorry that happened to you. I have to say it was kind of funny. I'm really sorry. It got to the point, it was so bad.
The next day,
he apologized. That's how bad it was.
And like an honest, serious, like, hey man, I actually went home last night and thought about, I'm sorry. That was uncool. I can't promise that it's not going to happen again. But you know, I wanted to apologize. That was really unfair. That being said, Jared and I were really messing with it. It got so bad to where the camera guy who was operating the camera on his shoulder like this on Misha's coverage, while I'm standing right here. Anyway, I should tell this. Okay. Well, let's just say that he got into it, and while it was happening, and just reached down and undid his zipper and was going, while holding the camera and shooting his close-up, and Misha's just like, really? Rosie, you two? Come on! So, anyway, as the day went on and Misha's frustration began to build and really get to a point that it was becoming kind of uncomfortable on set. And I will blame most of this on Jared because he really doesn't gauge when I could see that he was getting fed up.
Could you? Because I couldn't see that you could see it.
I'm an actor. But Jared just kept going, and if he's still going, well, who am I to stand by and not enjoy it? So anyway, it got to the point where Misha was just like so frustrated, and he walks over and he spends some time by himself, and he gets up and in like a rage, he takes this paper airplane.
I finally had my chance to get back at those motherfuckers. So,
and here we come.
They had a little bit where they were getting, the camera was just on them.
Yeah.
And so I got a paper airplane, and I went like this.
As we're, yeah, right, like literally, we're probably this far away, and he goes, "You mother..."
I have to say, at the end of the day, I feel like I kind of won.
I got him with that paper airplane dive bomb. That was retaliation right down the pipe. Yeah, that was a good day. You'll see it on the gag reel.
Yeah, it's
Actually, we just got we get copies of the gag reel that they put together. They kind of need to ask us for our permission because there's some subjectable things that happen in the gag reel. And sometimes they need to be like, "Here, you guys okay with everybody seeing you act like complete idiots?" And generally, Jared and I are like, "Yeah, that's fine." No, we already.
Have you ever had them take anything out of the gag reel?
No. I actually requested them